President and Mrs. Kennedy a warm welcome. The usual welcoming committee presents Mrs. Kennedy with a bouquet of red roses.
It looked as though the entire city had turned out, and it was really great. Dallas had showed that it really loved that president.
The president's car is now turning onto Elm Street, and it will be only a matter of minutes before he arrives at the Trade Mart. I was on Simmons Freeway earlier, and even the freeway was jam-packed with spectators waiting their chance to see the president as he made his way towards the Trade Mart.
This crowd was so happy, so pleased. They all want to see Jackie, of course, and the president, too.
I didn't even notice John and Nellie Conley in the jump seat. I was just absolutely captivated by Jackie, who was nearest. She was on the left side to me, and the president on the other side. And I thought, that's what a first couple ought to look like. They were just absolutely splendid. And I was carried away and hollered out something like, "Welcome to Dallas, Mr. President." And then they turned the corner and boom, that first shot, it's a sound you don't forget.
As the first gunshot sounded, I looked up at the buildings thinking somebody was throwing firecrackers out the window, but only a split second. I only had a split second before some stranger, and I still don't know who it was, pulled me down to the ground.
And I heard what I thought was a motorcycle backfiring, only it wasn't. It was the first shot. And then in a few seconds, another shot and a third.
It appears as though something has happened in the motorcade route. Something, I repeat, has happened in the motorcade route. There has been a shooting. Parkland Hospital has been advised to stand by for a severe gunshot wound.
Just now, we've received reports here at Parkland that Governor Connolly was shot in the upper left chest, and the first unconfirmed reports say the president was hit in the head.
The president was on a stretcher. His arms were out on arm boards like this, and Dr. Carrico, who was a second-year resident, was trying to put a tube in his windpipe, an endotracheal tube, to get an airway established. But the president was motionless. I never saw any movement. His eyes were open and in a fixed stare.
Just a moment. We have a bulletin coming in. We now switch you directly to Parkland Hospital and KBOX News Director Bill Hampton.
The President of the United States is dead. I have just talked to Father Oscar Hubert of the Holy Trinity Catholic Church. He and another priest tell me that the pair of men have just administered the last rites of the Catholic Church to President Kennedy. President Kennedy has been assassinated. It's official now. The president is dead.
From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, some 38 minutes ago.
While the nation was grieving around its television sets, we who were there on the scene reporting were unable to take out time to grieve or to even know what was being done in Washington, the ceremony, the funeral, the sadness that other people were living through their television sets. We who were broadcasting didn't see it all.
The city had gone silent. There was kind of a stillness, and that lasted through Sunday. And I think at that moment, in that 24 hours, I think the community was going through a soul-searching process, maybe unlike any American community in this century.
And a Dallas newsman, Mel Couch, said he was riding shortly behind the president in the parade. He said after the shots were fired, he happened to look up at about the 5th or 6th floor of the Texas Book Depository. He said he saw the rifle being pulled back in.
Well, Dallas came under a great deal of international criticism after the assassination, called the city of hate or the city of shame. And for many people in this community, this building where we are today was a manifestation of evil. There were 2 arson attempts on the building, and there was an effort in the 1970s to tear it down. The fact that it's here today, it's a county office space and the museum occupies the top 2 floors, that I think is a testament to how far the city of Dallas has come in this progress from assassination to commemoration.
Dallas has changed quite a bit. At the time, we had nobody of color, no black, no brown, nobody else in governmental, making any major decisions, or even accountable in any way. I mean, even knowledge of people that were not white, rich people. That changed like that because we got so much heat, we got so much derision, we got so much attack.
It doesn't seem like 50 years at all. When you come down here, it's forever 1963.